Good morning, Zio here, and there is a cat, like, right there. Anyway, yeah, so co-star Callie. Mm. Anyway, grab yourself some coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get into it, shall we? So yeah, today we're talking about the World of Warcraft Community Council because they have been chosen, the members of the council have been chosen, and as all things, I guess, yeah, it's already a disaster. Yeah, a disaster, and it's so strange because it shouldn't be a disaster. I mean, not the thing that is a disaster. Let me be clear. The thing that is the current disaster that people were talking about and all up in flames about on the Twitter is what we're looking at right here. Make sure I actually have the right thing because I've got other things on the other screen that I'm going to have to read because the originals aren't up anymore. Right? They're not available, and I've got them through other mediums here, but I do have them. It's just I don't have them on the internets anymore. Screenshots anyway. But yeah, so apparently the WoW Community Council's already had an issue here, and of course, if we come over here and we click this real quick, we can't actually see that because the user is apparently limited who they can see, and the other page is a 404 error now because Blizzard swiped it clean real quick, but essentially, here's what happened. The community council was made, people were chosen to be on this community council, and then this one person called Protestant, who is on the community council, if we actually go to the council here, let's see, right here, this person right here, is the one who was, at the time, had made a majority of the posts when this all went down, by the way. This person is not on the NA servers, of course. They are over on the EU side of things, I believe, somewhere over in there, because this council is NA only, by the way, which is something I didn't realize until this whole thing started, because then they were explaining in various other locations why and how they went through this trip of getting onto the council and stuff, because they can't do it on their side, right? They had to come through and make a trial account on the North American side, excuse me, get to level 10 so they could actually post onto the forums. And then if accepted, when they were accepted and all this good stuff, to actually be able to make posts on the community council, because what the fuck, of course we've got to make it hard. So there's controversy, right? There's issues, there's problems. So what exactly has happened? And here's the end result: is this person, of course, is now banned from the community council. They were making a good like 15 or 16% of the posts at the time, starting the major threads on the council's little thingy here. A good chunk of them, at least almost one fourth, right? Almost 1/4 of them were started by this person here who, wanted to talk about things and get, let Blizzard understand, because apparently Blizzard is incapable of actually looking at their actual forums that would tell them everything that they want to need, right? Whatever they need to know. So instead they need to make this special council. But apparently, aside from being on the council, the guy made a Discord that everybody could get into, right? And, pretty much made this Discord as a link between council members and the community at large. So you could talk to them in real time and do things that way, which of course makes sense, right? In the world that we live in, that's the best way to go about it. If the devs can't be bothered to do something like that, then if they're going to use the council as proxies, the council needs to, of course, address the masses directly and actually talk with the masses. So somebody posted in the Discord their reasoning for apparently leaving, the game, right? It was a section designed for where people can type in what, or explain why they left the game, right? So they can maybe explore those thoughts, get some information on it and stuff, and be like, hey Blizzard, we've got so many people saying they've left for this reason, that reason, whatnot. And of course, naturally trolls appeared and all this other stuff, and they took care of those, and other things. But apparently somebody wrote too many black humans in Stormwind, right? That was their reason for leaving the game. So this particular council member, anyway, this particular council member, who I can't say his name apparently now, responded to that, and hello Callie, and said, not sure if it's because you're a racist or because Blizzard is trying to force inject real life worldviews, but I suppose that's a reason. Learn to express yourself better, right? And that's it. That's the response he gave to this person replying to him, right? You would think there's nothing wrong there, right? Well, no, nay, says Twitter, right? Because of course it's going to get screen grabbed. It pops onto Twitter from this other person, the person here who is limiting their who can actually see their account now, because naturally, they're going to say words and then hide behind something. But we know how I feel about people who scream into the void and then run and hide behind the nearest boulder, because too many people didn't like what they said, or whatever the reasoning is behind it. But their post, of course, was the screen grab with it, and it said, "WoW Community Council. So, are you a racist? So are you racist? Or is Blizz really putting too many black people in video games? At Blizzard CS, really interesting people you've vetted for this program," with little thinking emojis and stuff like that, hinting at the fact that we know where they're going with that, right? Now, in reality, the real space that we all live in, there's a lot of things that have been going on IRL when it comes to politics and things like that. Between things like BLM, forced diversity, and all this other stuff. Their stances on things like the Blitzchung, all their pro-China stances, and things like that. Of course, this particular council member, expressed a lot of that same concern, as well as, understanding that there's more to things than just that. Not everything is purely about racism, and some people just can't properly articulate the words that they said, and they're from the, say, EU side of things, where English is not a first language over there. So when people do speak English, and considering all their stuff is mostly on that side of the world and things, they tend to give people the ability to re-examine what they've said and rephrase it in a way that makes more sense, right? And people really got upset about that on Twitter, because why the heck not? Why wouldn't they? Anyway, so Blizzard essentially has banned the person, right? Not the person who said the thing, the person who actually made the original post about, there being too many blacks in Stormwind or anything like. No, they banned the council member. So, he wrote a thread in response, which is now the 404 page not found, because Blizzard can't handle truth either, right? They can't handle, when people show anything they just don't like or whatnot. But anyway, he wrote this out, and it says, honestly, the reason could be many different things. The invitation email I got for the council already reserved the right for Blizzard to not have to explain stuff. So, poor Lenny Broken of WoW forums, I'm unsubbing right now. I made no secret of the fact that I don't have a whole lot of trust in this program, and honestly, I don't care too much going into it. It was a fun ride the last week, thanks to all the people who are around chatting, and the Twitter dwellers for making my days enjoyable. Blizz, please make sure to use the feedback on the CC. If you don't want 10.0 to be a disaster social experiment complete, edit, I'll boost you to 2.1k if you beat my time, which is a boosting joke, by the way. He made some posts about boosting and things, right? Because Blizzard really needs to make a stance on that. But this was under a post called WoW Council ban speedrun any percent world record 1 week. That's funny. I'm sorry, that is hilarious. So the next person who comes in, we need to get banned sooner than that if we're gonna speedrun the council. I have no idea why I find that so hilarious. But yeah, so I've seen several people talking about this post, and they go in there and it's like, it's no secret that I made the fact that I don't have a whole lot of trust in this program. And of course, their first response is, why the heck are you here? And blah, blah, this, that, and the other. It's because we actually care about the game. Listen, I didn't make the council. I did apply for it, by the way. And I have no trust in the council whatsoever, or them doing anything with the council for the most part. But at the same time, if I was to have been chosen for the council, I would fucking give it my all. I'm not gonna lie. I love World of Warcraft. I have been playing Blizzard titles for over 17 years at this point. And, you know, I may have left the game, but I think it can continue going on. It can go forward. And just like this particular person here, you know, they want to make the game better. They gave their honest to God feedback on these forums and what they think that could actually happen to what Blizzard needs to do to make things better. And yeah, when Blizzard knee-jerk reacts something like this, and wow, my mouse is really slow. There we go. Anyway, when you knee-jerk react, ban people like this, right? Without any context of what's going on or anything else like that, it drives even more people away from your game. It really does. You know, I honestly have no trust in this program. I don't really care that much about it, but at the same time, if I was chosen to do it, I would give my honest feedback and tell Blizzard exactly the things that they need to do in order to get better. Because they can't look at the actual forums like everybody else in the world can do or anything else like that. They need somebody else to apparently retype it for them. I have no problem with being that person, of course. But yeah, I guess that's about where we're at, and I'm apparently getting hollered at. So let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. See ya.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.